Today, I took a quick. Today I took a quick 45-minute nap. And I woke up 3 hours later. So maybe staying up until like 3 a.m. last night doing raids was a bad idea. But counterpoint, I am now going to stay up and do some raids. Now this is probably gonna be a pretty short stream. Yeah. We're just gonna jump in. We're gonna finish off the Alliance raid. And then, I don't know, we might start doing the normal raid series for Stormblood. Because I, again, really don't want to start Shadowbringers before, like, January. What's up, Jesse? So yeah, should be a pretty relaxed stream. It's going to be a lot of cutscenes at the start. Because I just need to get through stuff. I started reading the Eorzean Encyclopedia, and I'm very happy to report that it's a much lighter read than I thought. Okay, it's not fair to call it a light read. It's a very dense read because it's a lot of proper nouns. But there are a lot less, oh yeah, I forgot I ended last stream because I missed this jump. You know, it could be a lot worse, is the point that I want to make. So now, all I need to do... Oh yeah, there are trials that I missed too, aren't there? Fuck, there's so much content I need to unlock still. Fuck. In the meantime, at least we can, let's see, I need to drop in on this crystal so I can go back to the airship so I can finish off this Alliance raid. And then, do I do trials? Or do I do... I don't know. I'm either going to do trials or raids, just like, you know, bite-sized content that I can get through. Problem with starting the Omega raid, or whatever the raids are for Stormblood, is that they are like... It's going to take me like 8 hours to get through that. I'm very aware, and I don't really want to do that right now. So we'll see what happens. Trials, you say? Maybe. Hi, Bryce. Apologies for that loud thump that might have just gone through while I was adjusting my chair. Yeah, let's get back into cutscenes. We got one more Alliance raid to get through, and then the world is my oyster. And did I mean to start streaming like 3 hours ago? Maybe. Did I also mean to cook leftover spaghetti and maybe make some Alfredo sauce to replace the sauce that I did end up deciding to throw out, and I'm very upset about it? Maybe, but whatever. I sense that you are interested in the package Sid delivered. Oh, fuck. I have every intention to apprise you of its contents, but first I believe we should speak of Alma's condition. Oh yeah, she's... Something happened. I don't remember. Do you not find her illness all too timely? Jeremy and Ramza would like to believe that her bouts of vertigo are not but a result of her mind fatigued, but the answer is clear. It's the oversight that plagues her. Now, I appreciate the math bombardment. Someone here has to be nerdier than I am. Alma recently confided in me that she would hear her father speaking with Odious well before his first foray into Rabenster. However, I do not think this is entirely true. Which is not to imply that Alma is trying to deceive us. Rather, I think she saw something that led her to believe her father was conversing with the Oversight. Moreover, I suspect it was the Oversight itself that granted her this vision. You call my hypothesis on distinct frequency NRR-type harmonic vibrations and their tendency to promote ethereal amplification. Did anyone else read that as NPR-type harmonic vibrations? Or was that just me? I just want to pick up a crystal of Oversight and be like, hello, today we're going to talk about our favorite historical feature, the old king of Ulasil, and I shall now summon him into this realm. Thank you for having me. It's so great to be here. Oh, did you end up stopping shortly after we started passing out last night? I did. I definitely was like, I'm going to commit, I'm going to finish this. And I got told by several people, hey, there's like an hour and a half of cutscenes. And I thought, I'm going to take a nap. So, you know, we're doing our best. When I mentioned that despite being in the principal's possession for an extended period, the Odious exhibited none of the imprinting presence in the Duma? No? The Odious has never resonated with Jeremy. It's always been his wife's pendant and its Orsight shard, the Virgo, that fueled his passions for Evilise. No, the Odious is bound by to Alma's deepest desires, whatever those may be. The only reason I can fathom that Alma... Can I... Okay. Look me dead in the eye. Look me dead in the eyes. Does this matter? And will I lose anything if I skip these cutscenes? Because I'll read them if even like one person is like, oh no, these are fun and I like these cutscenes quite a lot. But no one's been happy about these yet. So if I'm here for another hour and a half, I would like warning. It's important? Okay. Where the fuck was I? The only reason I can fathom that Alma has not fallen victim to the Orsight's grasp is that her desires are now as strong as those we've witnessed in Argrath or Bogaman. That and the ethereal interference caused by other nearby shards. Also, I want to say, probably my greatest sins, because I don't skip cutscenes, despite some jokes that some people have made. I don't skip cutscenes, usually. But one thing I definitely don't do is I don't take notes during raids and alliance raids. Something I'm definitely going to have to start doing during Shadowbringers, but at this point I'm just too deep to care. I already signed off on Stormblood. I'm not going back and taking notes when running through like Omega or anything. But I probably should have while going through the Alexander raids, while going through this alliance raid. Taking notes would have helped quite a lot. What cutscenes did I even skip? Because I know I skipped cutscenes, and I'll be honest with you, I cannot remember what I skipped, which I guess is a tautology, but you know. Oh, yeah, dungeons. Yes, I've skipped dungeon cutscenes quite a lot. Don't take notes for the Shadowbringers Alliance, fair enough. I have explained all this to Alma and recommend that she destroy the necklace. Yet, not only did she refuse, but she begged me to keep this revelation from her father. And so I did the only thing I could. I devised a means with which I might impede, or at least lessen, the effects of the Odious. This device, while still incomplete, will amplify the NRR wavelengths emitted by the Virgo. This should work to interfere with those emitted by the Odious, thereby shielding Alma from the brunt of the effect. The city below is all abuzz with the words of a Banga brigand loitering about the airship landing. Do you think it could be someone we know, Kupo? Thanks, Mont Blanc, for the quick reminder that I do need to speak with that guy, don't I? Hello? I cannot act excited because I definitely made her turn around and was only reminded of Mother Mione way back in Gridania. What's up, man? Oh, look at that! Wait, where is he looking, actually? Is he looking at the shuttle pilot? I'm confused. Apologies, Deca, but I needed to speak with you. And you alone. Oh, don't mind me, Kupo. I'll just be floating out over here in perfect earshot. What makes you think I won't lay you low right here, right now? Because we're here to offer you a proposition, that's what. We need information on the Golmore jungle, and thought a man as well-traveled as you might be persuaded to provide some. Golmore? You of all creatures should know that is Vieira land. What are you offering, then? Why, the opportunity to tell us what you know. Junami believes our next adventure lies beneath the jungle canopy. Kupo? I should have expected as much. Very well. Deca, I come to ask if you would meet someone. Now, it seems that someone may be able to assist Junami as well. Seeing as you and the principal did right by us before, I do not see a reason why I cannot take both of you. Anyway. Let me know when you're ready to depart for Robinster. We will travel in our airship. The Prima Vista would draw too much unwanted attention. Ugh, will, ... What did I do? Are Viera the race of, bunny people that only had female models for a while, / only have female models right now? I looked. I did look. It was a good glam. I was just looking at the glam. Okay, cool. Am I wrong that when Viera released, they only had female models? Was I misremembering something? Okay, cool. It wasn't until Endwalker. Neat. Back to a life of bigotry in the clouds, are we? Of course not. Now that didn't cross our minds. But when faced with the decision of what to do next, we need simply to remember the dying words of our leader. Gijur Kurinok and I decided to re-enlist as Dalmascan Fusiliers. And the occupying Garleans actually said yes, Kupo? Not exactly. We're now with the Resistance. You no doubt heard of the uprising in Dalmasca that followed the Doman liberation, and how it was crushed on the iron heel of the 4th Legion. Fuck, is this before or after the capital got... It's after the capital got destroyed. The Resistance leaders were captured, tortured, and publicly executed. Yet, much to the Empire's chagrin, the gruesome display only served to further rally the survivors. Remove one head and 2 can go back in its place. Remove 2 and then there are 4. A person can die, but an ideal will live on. Now, there exist several factions throughout Dalmasca. We belong to one known as Lenti's Tears. And when we told our commanding officer of our recent crossing with you and yours, she simply insisted that we introduce you. Me? But I wasn't even supposed to be here, Kupo. Not you, Hairball. Him. I like that. I'm sorry. The funniest part of that to me was just everyone standing there staring at each other, and then Bloggy was like, anyway, meet with the general and hear her proposal, Deca. If you are not interested, we shall return you to Kagane unharmed. You have our... Coral got your tongue? Robinster dead ahead, lads. That's ominous, but I'm sure it's fine. One of the things Dev worked on in spare times too. Neat. Have you ever touched Hildebrand stuff? I did do like the first Hildebrand quest. Up through the trial where you fight the guy on the bridge. And then I was like, well, I think I'll probably do these on my own time at some point, and I never did. Good to be back. This way. We have many malms to cover before nightfall. They are an experience. I know. I remember enjoying them quite a lot. I just felt very awkward reading them because it just felt like I was like basically just laughing at the lines and didn't have a lot to contribute. Maybe I'll take another tackle at them. But like ignoring this. Maybe I'll try them again at some point. I'm sorry. I've been distracted all of a sudden. I've done as asked. I brought you the Liberator. Asshole! And here I thought he'd be taller. I knew it. Oh, wait. I knew it! Aviera! I am Fran, proud daughter of Dalmasca and general of Lenti's Tears. And yes, Moogle, I am Aviera. Are you surprised? Why, yes, in fact I am. Her kind are all supposed to be living amongst the trees, having shunned contact with the outer world. Kupo? There are supposedly a few who have left their homes, but I most certainly did not expect to see one here in this sewer. Is this a sewer? Indeed. The Bonga claims you seek Orborn. Does he speak true? Okay, I'm gonna mention this once, and then never talk about it again. But I've complained about stuff like this in Final Fantasy before, and I would feel amiss not to mention it. They introduced a race of female-only bunny people, and the very first NPC in the game that was one of them is in what can only be described as a metal bikini. We're going to acknowledge that, and we're going to not get into another half an hour long tangent of Will talking about gender politics, but we're gonna at least say that's a thing that happened and move on. She's a reference to Final Fantasy XII. The point stands. Those ruins lie deep within the Golmore jungle, a place most sacred to my sisters. They would take great offense were you to defile it with your presence. What is more, Boggy tells me you travel with Garleans, openly aiding those who would see our nation burn. How can we place our trust in one who would do such? They're not your enemy. Yeah, no. Let's not be racist here. Nationalistic? Whatever. Oh, fuck. Let's not skip cutscenes here. A Garlean is a Garlean. Their pathetic attempt at absolution only proves their past guilt. Asshole. You misunderstand. Kind Shinomi does not approve of the Emperor's warmongering. He wants to help Dalmasca and his impoverished masses. Kupo? What would a Moogle know about my people? Does your blood run Dalmascan red? We could cut you open and find out. General, there's no need for threats. You were right, Boggy. Then let's parley. Parley? Parley. First, the resistance requires men. Men and women from the Eorzean and Eastern Alliances to join us in ridding Dalmasca of its imperial invaders. Your past deeds have made you well known to the leaders of both. They will listen to you, or if not, they will listen to the science to which you claim allegiance. Second, the resistance requires gold. Gold to strengthen our forces from within. Your allies are in bed with the East Aldenar Trading Company, which continues its dealings with Garlemald even as you raise your swords against them, profiting from the Empire's rampant aggression. As targets of that aggression, I believe my people are entitled to a portion of those profits. Grant me these simple things, and I shall personally guide you safely to the ruins of Orborn. And what of the Lexan tales? See me to victory, and I'll take the Emperor himself. Those are my conditions. What say you? Gotta promise me that you're not gonna fuck people up. I will promise you nothing. But if it helps you sleep, know that I've never cut down a man who did not take up arms against me and mine, be he Garlean or Eorzean. Yeah, I don't trust her, like, at all. I say we have our work cut out for us. Kupo? Boggy, you and the Fusiliers are to accompany the Liberator. I expect a detailed report on how my demands are received. Yes, General. You know, I just realized something. How many times in Final Fantasy XIV they've had a lot of people who are assholes and then stop being assholes? Like, because they don't trust you and they're openly hostile. How many times in Final Fantasy XIV have we seen a character actually become bad? Not even bad. What I mean here is just like, how many times in Final Fantasy XIV have we seen a character who starts out nice and then like maybe does an asshole-ish thing for like understandable circumstances, But like, is a good person. They just made a mistake or were put into a bad situation. I feel like there's a lot of characters who start off like this asshole, and to the point where I'm kind of tired of someone being openly hostile to me because I'm like, all right, fine, let me just get through the next like 3 hours of you saying nothing until you're like, oop, I guess we're friends now. Not that I expect it to be taken seriously. You were a fool to trust them, princess. If you paid attention to certain dungeon quests, well, you got me there. What an adventure, Kupo! Just think, by tomorrow we could all be the newest members of the Dalmascan Resistance. Not that I'm ready to give up my place in the Prima Vista just yet. Hurry, hurry! If I don't tell someone of our adventure quick, I'll positively burst! Kupo? Alright, Ramza, what's up? Pop that Moogle? What? Ah, Bert. Yes, okay. This woman asking much of us. The Vera have ever been wary of outsiders. For centuries, their many tribes have remained hidden in the jungles, content with their self-imposed solitude. Each tribe has its own strict code and will meet swift punishment to any who would defy these laws. As such, many a Viera will spend her entire life bound to the territory of her ancestors, both unwilling and unable to venture beyond its borders. And while the tribes are wholly independent, they have agreed to uphold a single standard. Shun all contact with the outside world unless it is to protect the jungle. That said, with every generation there are those Viera who long for life beyond the verdancy of trees and abandon their tribes to start a new life in the kingdom's cities. My guess is that this Fran is one such individual. Who also happens to be the only individual we know who can guide us to the monastery. Kupo? It seems Dekka's sword arm won't be enough to see us through this predicament. He'll need to don the right mantle of a diplomat if we're to convince the alliances in the East All-Now Training Company to grant us aid. What could go wrong? I'm right here! Oh fuck, I just realized I was shaking my head like that too. Ayo. I wonder if the Final Fantasy soundtrack is like sold. Maybe I could, I mean, it's probably on YouTube, so I could probably listen to it while I work. Yes, I know you said not to call unless it was urgent, but this is urgent. Alright, not exactly, but my superiors have come to a decision on your request. I thought you might want to hear what they had to say. Oh, and let me preempt any request for immediate disclosure with a reminder that the information is much too sensitive to discuss over Link Pearl. Meet me at the Ruby Bazaar post-haste, and I shall duly apprise you of their judgment. It's on Spotify? Neat! Well then, Dekka, what are you waiting for? What are we waiting for? I've read about how you united the whole of Eorzea under a single standard and convinced the Holy See to end 1,000 years conflict. Compared to that, asking for a few soldiers in the coffer of 3 of Gil should be a piece of roll and berry cake. I suppose we should inform Bragi down on Kugane Landing of our progress. You mentioned he was to keep an eye on us. There we go. Okay, that fuck was a... Oh, I fucked up. Not a... Never mind. So you've an answer from the East Aldenard already. Impressive. It would seem that Lady Fran has underestimated your influence among the realm's players. I assume you have no objections to me joining you then. Didn't let me answer, but alright. I suppose we should fuck. That is technically a quote, yeah. I mean, listen, my hinge game is unmatched. What do you want from me? And you bonked me for yesterday? At least I didn't do that on purpose. Oh, shit. We're not going inside. That makes sense. Not this. What is this? Is this a dungeon or something? Oh. I really should go through and unlock all that. I guess I have a lot of time before I leave. Maybe I'll just take the chance to like go through and unlock all the dungeons and trials I never bothered to do. Do that over this week. Knock that all out before I leave. Hancock awaits us in the bazaar. Shall we, Deca? I reserve the right to bonk. What's up, man? Haven't seen you since 4.3 or so. A lovely lady and a Banga? And here I was expecting you would be alone, Deca. But excuse my manners. I am Hancock, representative of the East Aldenard Training Company assigned to oversee her assets here in Kugane. It is a pleasure to meet you. Sup? Wait, can you actually see his... no. Oh, hey, what's up? And I am Yugiri. We apologize for making you come all this way. Not that it is far from landing to... I like Tadaro's Stormblood outfit. It's cute. Bwagi, was it? I serve Lord Hien, rightful ruler of Doma. I've come bearing our nation's reply to your entreaty. And I am Tadaro Taro of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Oh wait, I forgot how smooth Tadaro's voice actor is, actually. I'm only here seeing as no one else could be bothered. Well, that and to bear a message from the leaders of the Eorzean Alliance. Thank you both for coming. I am Bwagi, formerly of the Dalmascan Loyal Fusiliers. I now claim allegiance to Lenti's Tears, a resistance group seeking to accomplish what you have done in Doma and Alamigo. What tidings have you brought us? Not good ones, I assume. Allow me to begin then. While the East Aldenard Training Company sympathizes with your plight, we are not in a position to grant you the funding you seek. As you are aware, the East Aldenard Training Company prides itself in its neutrality, be it in matters political or personal. And what of our relationship with the Eorzean Alliance? Yes. What I meant to say was, here in Hingashi, the East Aldenard Training Company prides itself in its neutrality and be it in matters political and, You must understand our position. Simply supplying corn to any one group would make it appear that we somehow favor that group over another. Seeing as we conduct business openly and fairly with everyone, doing such would be sending the wrong message and ultimately harm profits. Yes. Did he just make that up on the spot? Whatever. And by selling to both sides, you maximize profits while good men and women perish. How convenient. Baba. We are a business, milady. We do what we must to survive. That does not mean, however, we are blind to the needs of our customers or our allies, which is why we support the Eorzean Alliance in their noble efforts to safeguard their realm's freedom through a mutually beneficial agreement. This was reminding me of the plan of the Sultana to help out Alamigo and how that ended up becoming a business deal. If it were my choice, I would provide your little resistance with all the funding it needs. But as my good friend Deca knows all too well, we aren't friends. It is not my choice. We're associates at best. Well, now that Hancock's thoroughly lowered your spirits, you won't be as crestfallen when I inform you that the Eorzean Alliance will also be unable to provide any assistance. And let me guess, you did everything in your power to try and convince the leaders of each city-state, only to watch as they politely declined our proposal, claiming an unfortunate lack of intelligence or resources. Wait, how did you... Lord Hien sends his greetings to you and yours. Having recently found strength through a newly formed alliance with our neighboring nations, Doma is open to further welcoming light-minded organizations. This includes all Dalmascan brothers and sisters still suffering under the Imperial yoke. Wait, wasn't Dalmasca in the group already, though? Never mind. However, word has it that the latest attempt at reclaiming your kingdom ended in failure, resulting in the loss of countless lives, including many of the Resistance's leaders. You are not mistaken. Our army is not what it once was. Those remaining have been forced to take refuge deep beneath the streets of Rabenstr. The 4th Legion has already defeated you once. Lacking unity and leadership, the current resistance will not survive another tilt against the Empire's disciplined ranks. If Doma is to join hands with Dalmasca as an ally, you must first prove to us that you will stand as one. Doma as a full-fledged ally would serve far better to strengthening our cause than a few temporary soldiers. Yet even if we were able to wrest Dalmasca from the Empire's grasp, without unity among your people, the resulting chaos could prove even more perilous to the kingdom. You understand much of our situation. And based on that understanding, you would refuse your aid to Lenti's tears. Am I correct? Do not mistake me. Lord Hien's refusal is but a message. A message to help you plan your next step. And you have a wise master. He understands that without proper planning, driving one enemy from your midst simply creates room for the next. Lady Fran will no doubt be pleased to hear that your response was exactly what she expected. Ha 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 ha. You knew this whole time that your demands would be rejected. Still you let this farce play out? You have my apologies, but this was necessary to prove an important point to our leader. And what point is that? What's the plan here, buddy? Sorry, Bwagi. Lady Fran needed to show the princess just exactly what she was getting herself into. And your honesty today will serve us better than any hollow promise. Thank you. Wait! What about the Gomori jungle? Can you believe this? We're right back to where we started. Oh, Principal Jinomi will not be pleased. Bye, Hancock. Alright, well, shit. Something happened. I'm sure it's fine. Okay. Why does this feel... I honestly don't know where this is going to go. Because, like, this is exactly what we will expect you. Thank you for proving a point. Feels like a bad thing. Feels like he's going, ah ha ha. By rejecting us, you've proven to us, and you will prove to our princess, that we need to take a more extremist, hardline approach. Or something like that. Which is, I'm assuming bad. But I also don't know exactly where they're going with this. So, I'll wait to see. If it is as you say, it is most unfortunate. But I suppose we did everything in our power, and that is all one could ask. I still do not understand. Why would Lady Fran send Decca on this wild paise chase if she knew from the start that it would be all for naught? Bwagi mentioned something about Fran proving a point to their leader, whomever that might be. People in positions of power can prove both naive and stubborn creatures. Simply telling a leader she is wrong may not convince her of that fact. Seeing one's own plan fail, however, is oft the best medicine. Naive and stubborn, the resistance is doomed. If a person as imposing as Fran is taking orders from her, the chances are this leader is even worse, Kupo. I would not be so certain, Mont Blanc. My guess is that the individual in question is still quite young and inexperienced, and that Lady Fran is trying to teach her to be an effective leader through example. By allowing her to make her own mistakes, Fran is granting her the ability to learn and grow from them, an experience that will ultimately benefit her when the time comes to make some truly difficult decisions. Now, I seem to recall reading that one of the many faces of the resistance before the recent quelling was a young girl of royal blood. Do you suppose... You may cease with your baseless, presumptuous defector. Seriously, who runs security on this airship? The door was open. We're on an airship! And you would be... I would be here on orders from the leader of Lanti's Tears. Against my better judgment, mind you. Greetings. Lady Fran, I presume? I'm Genevieve son Lexentale, principal of the Majestic Theater Company. You and your colleagues are most welcome on the Prima Vista. Yeah, they're thespians, and I guess, but like, you know, even the Game Awards have better security than these assholes. What is it your leader would have of us? Well, you failed in meeting even a single of our demands. She recognizes that since you were sincere in your efforts to see them fulfilled, and for that effort you are to be compensated. That is most generous. Alright. They're also not the most welcome to. Oh, hey, it's a map. God, I would kill for a high-resolution map. Oh, you know something I learned, actually, which really annoys me a lot? It doesn't annoy me so much as I learned about it, and I'm kind of amazed about it. I learned when reading through the first, like, 10 pages of the Eorzean Encyclopedia today that, like, Ilsabard authored, and I forget the name for the continent that Eorzea is technically on. Those 3 continents are just the northern hemisphere of Heidelin, which I think is the name of the planet now. I did not know that there's a whole nother continent to the south that was ravaged by war and aether abuse and is basically a wasteland, but still exists. And there's the other unexplored continent. So I didn't realize just how much unexplored land there still is on Heidelin to put new expansions in. I was like, wow. What? I mean, we're going to a new landmass, I guess. That's kind of cool. These smiley faces don't encourage confidence in me. Also, hey, Saren. The ruins which you seek are hidden behind a waterfall here. A point roughly equidistant from the river's source and its delta. You have our thanks, Lady Fran. We will not forget this kindness. Father, I shall plot a course immediately. Ramza, what is going on here? She is adorable. I like her. She's probably my favorite design from this, even though she's from a different game, I know. But, like, she's just adorable. Alma, you should be in bed. I've slept enough, brother. Tell me, who are our guests? And then a bus passed through on an airship. Again, proof... Oh, wait, no, we're not doing a bus. Okay. It would appear you once again prepare a leap into dangerous maw. Keep your wits about you, Dekka. Lady Fran is strong, but then again, so is Bagaman. If you'll excuse me. Fuck around and find out. Are you mad? A trip to the surface in your condition? Listen to me, brother. The High Seraph beckons. She speaks to me through the odious... the what? He asked, are you mad? And she replied, yes, I am mad, in fact, actually. There's no need to worry. Mikoto and I have already devised a plan. I can help clear our family name. This Charlene has no say in this. I'm your father, and I insist you remain here on the airship. What would your mother say if I allowed aught to befall you? Mother? Is that all you care? Wait. That is what this is all about, isn't it? Why... fucking Christ. Mother? That's what this has all been about, isn't it? What it... Mother, question mark. That is what this is all about, isn't it? Exclamation point, question mark. What it has always been about. You do not care about Evilise or the Orin name. No, you only seek to use the Orisite to bring Mother back. Okay. But you haven't been able to do that. You still do not understand how exactly it is that these shards translate to one's desires into reality. That is where I can help. I can ask the High Seraph. It is she who created the Orisite. Wait, all of it? Ultima has bid me come to her place of imprisonment. If we free her, she will reveal unto us the secrets of her creations. Now, I'm too much of a Warhammer fan to hear dark... well, in this case, not necessarily a dark voice, but to hear a voice tell you about all you have to do is free me for a power beyond your imagination, to not go, oh yeah, that's evil. Do you hear what you are saying, Alma? Even if there was the slightest chance of bringing Mother back, we cannot risk your life in doing so. Your brother is right. We've sacrificed too much already. I cannot bear the thought of losing you. Either of you. Oh! Okay! Fair. Okay, let's get through the cutscene. It is too late! I'm so lonely, Father. Why must you love Ramza more than you do me? Do not be cozened by your daughter's words, for they are not her own. That seems bad. Help me, Rams. Alma! Okay. No, no! Gods forfend. I told you. No one can control the power within those shards. No one! Dekka! Here, take this. It might be the only thing that can save Alma, but we must hurry to the monastery. Okay, decent fake out, I guess, of like me thinking the dad and the son were being possessed, but it was the daughter. I guess that's something. Come, we leave for the Golmore jungle. Now. Alright, time for another half hour of cutscenes before we actually get to do anything. Have I your permission to depart, Dekka? Every moment we tarry here, my sister, she... Then hold on. I've said I'm just to full speed. I should be speaking to everyone, but honestly, I'm just... I know it's the same cutscene that we've seen the other two times the ship has left, but I kind of just wanted to just be like the ship, and then the camera doesn't even move. It's just like... BAM! Just off. Oh, that looks nice. Why am I reminded of Halo 3? Can you at least put on, like, hiking boots? Welcome to the land of my people. It would be a poor lie if I said I did not miss it some. Oh, I'm sorry you're feeling sick, Jesse. Excuse me for 1 second. Alma! Oh, that's convenient. Sup? Hamza, help me. He's gonna dive through the portal, isn't he? Hamza, it's a trick. Alma! Be gone! Is that... Did we fix it? Alma! Ramza! Blood of the Invokers, fulfill the ancient covenant, and grant unto me the vessel promised. Oh, fucking yoink! What just... Yeah, I don't understand what's going on anymore. Bragi, to me, the girl is not well. Might I suggest we continue this back at the Prima Vista, Koopa? That looks bad. Have you the courage to face true evil? What are you gawping at? The ship is this way, Koopa! Okay, I'm very confused about what's going on again. He had armor all of a sudden, so that's something. Oh, I think we're about to unlock the dungeon at least. Now Ramza is gone? Oh, dearest Tia, what have I done? What have I done? Oh, I had to load in everyone again. Oh, hell yeah. You know when you get the theme orchestration rolls, you're about to do the actual alliance raid. We need to do something, but what recourse is left to us? The only means we had of protecting ourselves could not even prevent my son from... She's fine. I'm sorry, Jeanami. My design was... flawed. No, your design worked exactly as it was supposed to. Not necessarily, Charlian. We all saw how it succeeded in drawing Alma back from the rift and shattering the Odious. The loss of the boy is not yours to bear. Our focus here should be not on our failures, but what we have learned from them. The being beyond the rift, it spoke before claiming Ramza. It referred to you as the blood of its invokers. Could it be your ancestors are responsible for Ultima summoning? Most certainly not. I've discovered no such interference anywhere in the Durai papers. Inference. Besides, tales of the High Seraph existed far beyond even the earliest of Evolutian legends. Then who exactly did summon Ultima? And why does she think them your kin? Is that the crystal that possessed her? Look! I have a bad feeling about this. Kupo? I should just stab it. Oh, that looks bad. Wait, what could be triggering the echo here, actually? It's supposed to be a mind. A mind locked in the ore site, maybe? Oh, wait. Lamza, dead! You lie about as well as you carry yourself in battle, Orin. I did not say he was dead, my Lord Delita, merely that he had abandoned his mortal vessel, entrusting his ethereal soul to the ore site. But why would he do such a thing? Peace has finally come to Ivalice. There's naught to be had from further sacrifice. The kingdom is won, and this victory is as much his as it is mine. He risked life and limb to shield me from the dark that would have seen me perish. Without him, I would not be standing here before you. It is my duty as both king and colleague to see him saved. Knights, to me! We ride for Urbane. My lord, wait! Azure... Oh my god. Azure Glabados, first of the Zodiac Braves, was not the hero the church would have you believe. He betrayed Mother Heidelin for the promise of coin and power, summoning forth a terrible evil from the depths of the celestial abyss. It was believed only one of the lands chosen. Only a warrior of light might stand against this threat. Yet while victorious in battle, Lamza was unable to see the darkness vanquished. If failure was all that awaited our warrior of light, then what chance do you presume that any others might stand? Are you saying I should do nothing then? No, my lord. Lamza is... No, my lord. Lamza is. My brother's final wish before he surrendered to the ether was that his name be struck from the annals of history. Alma, you're unhurt! But I was led to believe none but Orn returned from Orbane. What is this that you speak of your brother's wishes? When it became apparent that we were powerless to truly defeat the High Seraph, we chose the only path left to us. To do what Heidelin herself did countless centuries past. Imprison Ultima. And as you are aware, my lord, a prison is only as strong as the seal on its gates. Lamza sacrificed his body to ensure that the Angel of Blood would never again walk the land. And he believed that if people knew of his sacrifice, it would only inspire them to seek out the Holy Stones and repeat the mistakes of those come before. I should play Fire Emblem Sacred Stones on stream. That'd be fun. Sorry. If you truly avouch yourself his friend, then you will honor this, his final plea. No. Lamza should not be forgotten. He should be raised up as a hero for his deeds and claim his rightful place at my side. Only he may be my knight gallant. He is gone, my lord. It's kind of incredible how many Final Fantasy games you could set in the world of Final Fantasy XIV before Final Fantasy XIV. Before Lamza was your friend. Before he was my brother, he was a warrior of light. He did what he did for Heidelin, and for those who would one day too heed the crystal's call. Why are you smiling? Which game takes place before... Is it Final Fantasy 11? Oh, hey! That's the shadow I saw. Claim the throne, my friend. Become ruler of Evilise and restore peace to this war-torn realm once and for all. Where... Is Final Fantasy 16 its own world? Oh, never mind. Wait, Hamza! Don't leave me! Please, I beg of you! You will make a fine and just king, Delita. See you do not stray from that path. Thankfully, yes. Alright. Hamza? Then why are you all smiling? Put Final Fantasy 16 in the bin? What's wrong with Final Fantasy 16? I thought people liked that game. The stones in these two necklaces. You are certain they will guide the heroes of a new era to Ramza. 'Tis what Ramza wished, my lord. Orin, I do not believe I can bear another farewell this day. Will you not reconsider my offer to remain as a member of my court? Yeah, I know it's the same devs, but, you know. 'Tis but a matter of time before the Cardinal and his Temple Knights grow wise to my past. I will not have my presence here implicate you as well. Ramza beseeched me strike his name for history, but, like you, my lord, I could not bear the thought of future generations blind to the truth. As such, I penned this chronicle of the hero's journeys. Low battery detected. Please recharge headset. Thank you, headphones. I fear the world, however, is not yet ready for the gospel contained within these pages. Nor will the church ever allow its circulation. In fact, I believe they will confiscate every copy and lock them away in the library. And what better way for the words to remain forever preserved than in one of the most highly guarded vaults of all the realm? Then, one day, when the church has fallen out of favor, the chronicle will be discovered and truth shall prevail. What? I must admit, your plan is intriguing, Orin. But once the church learns it was you who penned the chronicle, your life... Oh, she's pregnant. Okay. Is it almost smash alt? Well, I guess she smash, so... I'm really confused. Deca? Sorry, just getting some plot-relevant information. Who wants to see a bus pass through here? 'Twas the Echo, wasn't it? There we go! God, their schedule is erratic, but they can be relied upon to show up eventually. The removal of Ramza's name from the history books, the Durai papers, the pendants. It was all set in motion by Orin himself. And if the Liberator's visions are to be taken as fact, it also appears we now know what the High Seraph meant by blood of my invoker. She was not speaking of ancestors in the sense of actual kin, but the line of those chosen by Heidelin to serve her as warriors of light. But then, why abduct Ramza? Or even Alma? Unless there's something you haven't been telling us. She was using us to lure Deca. It is his vessel that the High Seraph desires. Matrons, teats, Alma, how long have you been awake? I'm sorry. Who is the High Seraph? That's the church? I've been a fool. I told our leader that it did not matter if our request for aid was refused, for I had an alternative ploy. General! It's alright, Boggy. My intention was to claim one of these ore sites in the name of the Resistance and use its power to lay waste to the Garlean occupants. Only now do I realize how flawed my ambitions were. You mean this whole time you were playing us for fools? Why didn't we see it earlier? Never trust a woman with ears longer than mine, I always say. What? You've every right to be angry, and I apologize for misleading you. But believe me, I no longer have any desire to deceive you and yours. I shall see you to the Orborn Monastery and ask naught in return but that you let me join you in your rescue of Ramza. What the fuck is going on? Do not misunderstand me. I do not do this for any one of you. I do it for my people in both Gormoy and Ravenstra. People who may die if this High Seraph is allowed to return to power. I'm so confused. Can anyone tell me what... Okay, who is the High Seraph? There's Ultima, who's something that's locked away in a vault, and the Warrior of Light locked him away, and to stop anyone from discovering the vault, he wanted his name erased from the history books. Ultima is the High Seraph. Okay, but then also they didn't want this guy to be forgotten, so even though he was erased from the history books, they decide to plan for him to be put back into the history books later. I assume the logic is that, like, if enough time passes, no one will seek out his tomb, but they still wrote about the tomb in the history book. What the fuck is going on? Okay. Okay, yes. The Do I Play featured them defeating Seraph, the High Seraph, I guess. So that's one question. That's where that person comes from. Because the main king guy defeated her and claimed the kingdom. Who is the church? Is the church followers of Ultima? Wouldn't the church be a problem anyway if they were followers of Ultima in a kingdom that just fought to seal Ultima? Is this in the book? Hang on. Breaking out the fucking textbook here. Come on, tell me it's in here. Let's see. The Omega records are in here, but I don't think the Omega records are... That's the raid. Doma... The Kingdom of Dalmasca. Okay, here we go. Page 98. Page 98. Blessing passes as I explain the plot of Final Fantasy Tactics. God damn it, Bryce. We've talked about you being funnier than me. Okay, Streets of Rabenster. Further reading. Damn it, this just gives an overview of Dalmasca. Is there history? Religion, industries, beliefs, diet. The streets of Rabenster, just an explanation of the city as we've seen this, but it doesn't actually talk about... But also, if you talk to Jinami at some point, he would have told you the entire plot of Final Fantasy Tactics. Okay. So this is all just one big Final Fantasy Tactics reference. Dalmasca is the main... Oh, sorry, Ivalice is the main country in Final Fantasy Tactics? Is that what I'm reading here? So they're saying, are they saying that Final Fantasy Tactics took place in the world of Final Fantasy 14, and also that's why y'all have been smiling so much, is because I said, wow, you could set whole games in the history of Final Fantasy 14, and you were like, motherfucker, they did? Is that what I'm reading here? In the Final Fantasy 14 canon, at least, Final Fantasy Tactics took place in the past? Why do I even have this? Well, I'm happy that people who like Final Fantasy Tactics are eating good, I guess. So, good for them. However, what the fuck? Isn't Final Fantasy 12... Wait, which one is Final Fantasy 12? The Zodiac Age. Well, it definitely does look like those characters. Oh, hey, look, there's even a Viera in a skimpy armor set. Actually, the exact same armor set. Okay, neat. So you're right. Yeah, that does look exactly like the person I'm looking at in, like, the splash art for Final Fantasy 12. Well, there you go. Shit. Wait, this was recent enough that it came out on the... Okay, no. Oh, a remake or something came out on the PS4. It originally came out on the PS2. I was about to be really surprised. Oh, hey, look, and there's the king, too. Neat. Alright, anyway. One last question, then. Oh, wait, I entered... Okay. I unlocked the thing, didn't I? This one. There we go. Alright. Should I expect anyone to be wanting to join me? I did see Bryce flitting about earlier. I'm free to queue if you're going. Yeah, come on in. Give it like 30 seconds for anyone to say like, oh yeah, let me tag in or let me join in or whatever, because I'll be honest, it would still be shorter than oh, what the fuck? Sorry, Bryce. Alright. Also, I can join? If you want. All you gotta do is get to, Diablos. But I gotta travel. Well, I gotta climb this tower, so I will climb up, and we'll cut it off if you want to travel to Diablos and get to Kugane. So, Will, there are mechanics. Oh, no. A sentence that fills me with further dread does not exist. So, Will, there are mechanics. Uh-oh. That's bad for me. I don't have to know that one is not a prime number, do I? Yeet Wraithen through the rift. Yeah, just, you know. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Still faster than actually just queuing up. Jesse, aren't you actively sick? Fuck. Okay. It's alright. We don't have to end the stream with that. If you want, I can try to explain them on ahead of time, or I could hop in voice or callouts are permitted. How complicated are these mechanics? Yeah, I'm chill with a voice call. Why not? Tag in. How complicated are these mechanics? Yes. Okay. Great foreshadowing. I'm sure this is gonna go great.
All right. There. Muted the stream so I don't have you twice.
All I need is for you to talk so that I can make sure that the stream can actually hear you properly.
Hello? 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 Can Discord work?
Yeah, that should be good. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. I think Discord is working. Everything's fine.
That's good.
I'm a little low, maybe. That's good. All right. Cool. So, Orbon Monastery is one of the most fun raids. And a lot of that comes down to it has mechanics.
Uh-oh.
So, the first fight, a lot of it you can just kind of watch and it'll be fine. I say that now, but
I'm waiting.
like shuffling around some headphone stuff real quick. Hold on.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Okay. So yeah. A lot of it, I'll try to do callouts as we're doing it. But the main thing is, he will have this big old thing where he does a giant cutscene sort of situation, and you will have a ring around you with an open side. The common callout for that is show him your hole, because you want to show the open side of the ring to the boss.
What?
Basically, if he shoots you on any of the other three sides, those are your weak sides. You only have one strong side.
So when the boss... Is this the first boss or is this the final boss?
This will be the first boss.
The first boss is going to have some sort of attack where they put a ring around me with an open hole and I need to show him the hole.
Yes.
Hey, hang on real quick. Hang on. Can we... Okay. Saren, I'm taking a screenshot of your message and I'm posting it in your Discord without any context. Nowhere else. This is going in Saren's Final Fantasy XIV Hell channel right now. You can delete it if you want, you fucking coward, but it's going in there.
Just see how many people will agree with Saren, though. So anyway, there will be other mechanics in that fight, and some of them can be a little tricky. He'll throw some mines down, and you have to kind of remember where they're at. Don't step on mines.
As in they
activate...
like fade away?
Yes.
Ah.
Or, like blink a few times and just like, hey, there's a mine here. And then remember, don't step on a mine.
Okay.
What else does he do? He will activate machinery around the arena.
Okay.
And depending on what type of machinery, it will either hit a quadrant or a line across.
Quadrant or line across?
That one, it's a little bit tutorialized. So like the first time it'll just be the line, second time will just be the quadrants. So you can kind of see how that works. And then he does it with everything mixed together, and that makes it difficult.
I know you just said words, and that's about as far as my brain got.
Blade of Light.
Look, I'm not healing. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't need to know any of this.
Am I forgetting anything? I'm looking at chat, see if I forgot anything with Mustadio.
I forgot everything you said already. Does that count?
Perfect.
I'm sure it'll be fine. The whole one is the most important one. Thank you, of course.
Yeah, because if you do that one wrong, you're just dead.
Alright, I got it. When have I ever screwed up and not understood what was going on? To be fair, that fucking Heavensward Alliance raid is fucking inscrutable, at least on your first run through. At least with the first two runs in this, I kind of got what was going on in the middle of it.
You
Or
were
li-
fine until math happened, and we didn't explain the math ahead of time.
Well, even that I picked up on the second round of math, basically. But like this, but like, God, is it just me or are the Heavenward runs like really? It feels like the first Alliance raids, which rely entirely on boss animations to convey what's going on, in a way that I had taught my brain not to pay attention to, because I was so used to looking at cast bars and I was so used to looking at effect circles. And then those Heavensward raids came along, and they did not have either of those. Suddenly, half of the room would just be a big dead zone, and if you weren't paying attention, you just got hit.
Yeah. Stormblood is where they kind of found themselves mechanically with this game, and a lot of that does turn into paying attention to boss animations. So, don't worry, we'll come back to that for boss 3. Boss 2, there are certainly parts of this that I don't remember. So, do your best. The main thing to worry about there is that occasionally there will be these little puddles with shields that you want to run in, and it will pick up a shield, and you'll have the duty action to activate that shield.
Okay, this is
Generally,
boss 3.
this is happening when the boss is doing a big cast. Surprise, you want to shield the big cast.
Okay.
So you need to run over to a puddle to grab a shield. You then want to make sure that you're facing the boss before you use that shield.
Okay, do I have to
And
worry
then-
about timing here, or is it just use the shield, basically?
I mean, if you want to optimize DPS, yada yada. But I think there's a small amount of timing in that maybe if you use it at the very start of the cast bar, it might not last long enough, but it's mostly fine. I don't remember if you need to... My train of thought completely derailed mid-sentence, sorry.
That's all right. When have I ever gotten?
I don't remember if you need to. We'll figure it out later. There's a certain point where the boss might throw you into the void.
Sup?
At which point you need to... You will instead want to grab a sword from the sword puddle in there and use the sword to stab all the ghosts.
What
There's also-
ghosts?
Don't worry about it unless we get shoved into the void, and I'll try to explain there. It does not help that I have not done these raids as often as I probably should have. But yeah, it'll just like choose a party at random. So we'll see if we end up in the void, and if not, then don't worry about it. There is also at certain points some knights will show up and they'll have like. They might have shield icons floating around them, in which case you need to go to a sword puddle and use sword on shield. So you use swords to break shields.
Use swords to break shields, okay.
And also...
Oh, is there inverse kinematics here? What the hell? Wait, what the hell?
Who needs AK?
I do. In my job. Regularly, actually. No, there's not inverse... Wait. No, I'm just tilted, but at this tilt, because when I'm on this part of it, I don't sit down properly. No, it's just the tilt. Wait, does the actual collision of it follow this line? And I don't know because I'm going up and down when I
like. Who needs inverse kinematics? Final Fantasy 14 doesn't.
I think that the tilt of the foot during the sit animation, it just so happens to line up perfectly with the tilt in this geometry.
I think that is just a lucky chance of positioning.
Well, anyway.
So, that should be most of the second boss. There's one little bit where another party will get chosen and they'll get all put into like crystal stasis things. You use swords to break those.
Okay.
So that should be about it for second boss. The third boss,
The third boss.
I hope you like paying attention to animations, because the boss has 3 attacks, all of which have the same name. In one of them, they lean forward, and that means get in. They're going to sword attack everything around the outside. One of them, they point their swords to the side, and that is going to be get out, because they're going to do a big swing in the middle. If we are Alliance A, the animations are a little bit easier to read, in my opinion. If not, then trust me, and hopefully I'll tell you right. Oh, is the third one just like he points swords at specific circles? I think so. Essentially, the boss arena there is like a honeycomb of 6 circles.
Missed it. Okay.
Ah, so close.
I was lining it up basically from memory, but alright. Okay. Boss 3.
Nailed it.
I'm proud of you. I'm not proud of you. I'm very mad, but I'm gonna disguise that way by saying I'm proud of you.
There's some stuff you don't need to worry about because you're not the tank
That's good.
or a healer.
That's good.
But basically, the way his tank buster works is he will throw stacks of vulnerability up onto the tank that are pretty short term, but they are assumable. So that is something that tank should mitigate, but healers can also just take those stacks off with an Asuna.
How worried should I be going into Shadowbringers as a tank? Because, like, I guess my first time run on the Shadowbringers raids and trials are going to be as a tank.
It'll be fine. Shadowbringers is when they, like, you're definitely hitting the point where you want to start paying attention to boss animations for a lot of things. And Shadowbringers, I do feel like they really found the rhythm in terms of like doing tutorialization during boss fights. So like you'll get a mechanic, see what it does, and then they'll like slowly piece the mechanics together to make more complicated things. But like usually you'll get that first attack on its own.
I am more than a little bit nervous after power leveling Gunbreaker off stream. There were 2 instances that stood out to me. One when I was running through the what's the dungeon I really like? The one where you unlock the bird mount.
Oh, Bardam's Medal.
There you go. We were doing a run through of that, and like Bardam's Medal, the start of Bardam's Medal, I find it really hard. Like
It is.
that opening fight, you like you can waste like Benediction and like your tank ult and everything on. And something happened that I was not expecting, which was that fight was difficult, as it always is. And then the healer who was healing at the time said like tank item level too low, and I was like, you checked my item level? Because to me, it was just like, all right, well, it's the start of Bardam's Medal. I'm used to this being like a big pain in the ass, basically for everyone, no matter what role I play. But I was not anticipating healers looking through and being like, oh, this tank's equipment sucks. Which is something that can only really happen as a tank, I guess.
Specifically is notoriously difficult, as Kevlar is saying in chat. It's notoriously difficult for tanking and healing because it is the inflection point when your gear, like for whatever reason, that level of gear is a massive jump. So if you aren't like super up to snuff on your gear as a healer or a tank, that's gonna be a rough time. It is one of those that when I get into that dungeon, I will often check my healer's gear just to know how hard I can try to pull. or how much I need to just slam the brakes. It is a rough one. Also, there's a lot more mechanics in that third boss, so we'll get there. Hopefully I'll remember things.
All right. It'll be fine. It's a pretty area. Alright. Here we go.
So, fun fact, you know I've mentioned Vagrant Story a few times.
Yeah.
These harpies are from Vagrant Story. Notice they're terrifying.
Neat. Can I at least assume that Vagrant Story is like a Square Enix property or something?
It is Square Enix, yes. It is kind of their... It's really late PS1, so it's got just some wild tricks in terms of graphics that they were trying to do to just get around actual physical limitations of the system.
Oh, I thought this was boss 1 for a second.
All in all, it's got this super great like comic book style art for its cutscenes. It's a legitimately really cool game.
Oh my god. I'm really getting to the point where I'm gonna need to turn off other people's animations, huh?
I refuse to, and it is definitely to a detriment.
At least there's one class that I don't know which class this is, but they're literally summoning a big glowing orb that obstructs everything, and I can't see through.
That's probably Astrologian.
Damn it,
I
Astrologian.
imagine it's gravity.
Wait, no, let me check. It's not the Astrologian. Okay. Damn it, Astrologian. I'm a sucker for jungles, and I'm a sucker for cliffs. Basically, any extreme in geography, I'm a real sucker for. All right, this is boss 1, I assume.
My name is Mustadio Bonanza.
First boss.
We didn't start it, did we?
Nope.
Ah, yes. Oh, here we are. Now we have. Oh, I fucked up and completely forgot my rhythm. The
Tank Buster.
he'll be fine.
What's this?
Oh,
Very large side AoEs.
okay.
I'll probably do the other side now.
Big. Okay.
Alright, so these are going to be the line AoEs.
Okay.
You'll notice that the ground is somewhat square-shaped.
Oh. Fuck, how am I supposed to tell where to go there?
So those... He was activating robots on the edge of the arena. And essentially the floor is a 4x4 grid. So it's straight lines across.
Okay, so just watch for the robots.
Promise. The promise will save you from what comes next.
And now, show him your hole.
Oh. Oh, what the hell? Dude just got a fucking op?
Yep.
Let this be your final testament.
Congratulations, you didn't die. You did it right.
I'm so proud and also mildly confused.
And where might you be off to?
Leg shot is him putting down the mines, I think. Yeah. So they glowed for now, and somebody was standing directly on top of one, so it might have exploded. Oh, that poor black mage. Their ley lines are right on top of the mine. Wait, what? Okay, these are the quadrants.
I don't see robots.
I rarely meet. What's next? Run like rats to the castle.
Simply don't die. Here, I fainted him. I hope the tank is proud of me. I'm gonna be expecting a thank you note for them later.
It's not so close as you think.
Alright. Time
Okay.
to math it out. Don't be in those two quadrants. Don't be in those three.
I see it, I see it, I see it.
4 lines.
Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. Him blowing me up obstructed my view a little bit, but this place is safe? This place is safe. No one's standing next to me, so I'm scared I messed up. But nope, I'm good. Nope, I got hit. I'm so confused. Fuck, did I leave my area too quickly? I must have left my area too quickly. There wasn't a hit thing next to me.
I see you.
Alright. Figure out which way he is, and then point your hole toward him.
I don't see... Oh, there he is. Okay.
Let this be your final testament.
It does feel a little bit weird that, like, we need to show him the hole.
Yeah, it's a little odd seeming, but he has identified your weaknesses. Is the thing. So you are seeing your weak spots, and you have the one that is the strong side.
Which is my ass. Just by chance.
Zodiac brave. With this, my journey can, at long last, come to an end.
I probably should recognize that voice, but it's okay. If I knew what was going on, I wouldn't be nearly as entertaining as a streamer. I ran the wrong way.
I didn't even realize the door was closed.
Fuck!
I've just always gotten right out of habit.
I really wish I did that on purpose.
The Beowulf youth guides your fate, but have you the faith to fulfill his legacy?
Oh, as somebody said in the chat, or Lion's chat, stay out of the front. She has very large conal hits.
Okay. And I have a thing. So that's cool.
It's probably a raid wide. That was a raid wide. This is the tank buster / don't be near the tank.
I'm very much trying not to fuck this up. There's puddles here to grab a shield, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
To
So,
the current of
to-
life we succumb.
And
Its
now-
Judgment Blade is the
swift and
cast.
final, its bite as
Grab that.
cold as steel.
face
your
her,
beauty action.
hit the shield. I did it. I'm so proud. Someone just got knocked off the fucking arena.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm hip with the raiders. I know what's going on. Ask me about any mechanic.
Sorry, healers. I was slow on that mitigation.
The hearts of men are black.
Oh,
with
this
Oh,
is-
we've been chosen. We're
I-
going to the void.
I have a sword. I'm scared.
All right, grab yourself a sword.
I want a sword.
Now go over towards Ghost and duty action in their direction.
Duty action them?
Maybe not these ones. Some of them duty action. I guess these ones are just killed. These are the ones. They have the shields around them.
Ah, yes, okay. But the ones that don't... Oh, never mind. Everything is fine, actually. I did it. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, so there's ones that don't have shields around them that I just stabbed to death. That's easy enough. Okay, cool.
We did it.
I'm so proud of us.
You might not have noticed that we had Doom on the entire time, but this is a fun place to spawn.
We had Doom?
Yes, we had Doom for a minute, and if we didn't successfully do our jobs, then we would have just gotten.
Oh, that's bad.
But we did our job, so it's fine.
Oh, that's good. Oh, shit, grab a shield. Yoink. That in there. I can see why this is some people's favorite things. I too enjoy hitting the big shiny button that does everything.
The dreams of men are fleeting, yet they must be embraced if they are to flourish. Have you the faith to do as much?
This is new. Wait, does she have a cast? Is she casting? No.
She is building up energy. Somewhere on your screen there should be a bar that's filling up, and that's her doing things.
Oh, fuck, I couldn't get out of the... Was I supposed to shield that?
If you were in it, yes.
Oops.
I admittedly don't remember this part super well, but basically some knights have swords.
I don't have a shield.
Gaze deep into the light.
Stand in the bubble, it'll be fine.
Okay.
Get to your tank, please point her in a different direction.
Let their words echo in your empty soul. Ruination is come.
With apologies to Saren.
Do not be near the tank.
I just saw a bunch of health bars disappear right after you said that.
Yeah, that was the tank buster.
Yeah, I got that much.
The tank didn't really repoint the boss after some things, so people were just kind of hanging around.
I leave you now to your quest. My Ovelia awaits.
Okay. And there are no more mechanics for the rest of the raid, and we're good.
Absolutely. Definitely no mechanics in the third boss.
So, how scared should I be?
Yes. But first, hey, we're going to Vagrant Story. Welcome to Vagrant Story.
Okay. Should
We're
I
still
be-
fighting a Final Fantasy Tactics box. That's even
Okay, I'm gonna Google what Vagrant Story is. Vagrant Story is a solo role-playing action game in which the player controls Ashley Riot, a third-person perspective while exploring Lea Monde and the catacombs underneath. Is this set in... So it's just a Square Enix game? Am I getting that right?
It's a Square Enix game set in Ivalice.
Ah, did it come out after Final Fantasy Tactics?
Yes. Tactics was a much earlier PlayStation game.
There we go. You made me, I was under the impression that, it was just a completely separate, like, property. This isn't the third boss, right? Oh, low battery, please. Okay, I'm back.
This is a big healing check.
Good luck, Saren. They'll be fine.
This model comes from Vagrant Story. And he is kind of the first really rough boss.
In Vagrant Story?
Yes.
Well, the more things change.
However, here he's just a sub boss, so. How unfortunate for him. Oh wait, no, we are Alliance B. We do get the easier callouts. Hooray. I had said A earlier. I was wrong.
Is this just a thing where you have to touch each circle and that's it?
Yeah, you have to have, there were 3 pips in those circles, so you need 3 people to stand on it to shut it down. And that locks the circle and it doesn't summon an extra demon back.
Neat.
Okay, so third boss. Again, he has 3 moves that are all called the same thing.
And I have to pay attention to the animation. If he leans forward, I want to be where again?
Your coming
If he
was
leans forward,
foretold,
he's going to hit the
servant of
outside.
Ivalice.
If his swords are inwards and facing sideways.
I am Count Sidolphus Orlando.
Second.
Your journey ends here.
There, we at least have our marker. And we're going.
Alright, here we go.
You'll want to be near
The
us.
hearts of men
Stay
are
grouped up
black
on the
with
beam.
corruption and must needs be cleansed.
Ow.
So that just happens. It sets our health to extremely low. Healers have to deal with it. And also gives us Doom, by the way, and if the healers don't get us back up to full health,
to
we
the
just die.
skies and tremble.
So this is his
The
move.
brilliance of
You want to move
1,000
to a
bolts
safe circle.
blinds mine enemies and tears
So that's one of them,
their
is he
flesh
points his swords
asunder.
directly at some circles. He's going to hit those circles.
Cast
This is
Okay.
the one that's sideways. You want to get out.
Yet at the end of the broken path lies
Innermost
death,
area.
and death alone.
And the next one will probably be him leaning forward.
Open your eyes to the darkness.
If you get that marker, you want to take it to the back of the circle.
The gods will not be watching.
Gods will not be watching. I like that game. Never made it very far in it.
Misfortune hangs heavy on a head once held
This
high.
is the tank buster.
Such is
Good luck,
poor
have fun.
cover for when the heavens fall. Come, show
He's using
me
the thing,
more.
don't stand in one of the danger circles. Got it. That's simple enough.
To the current of life we succumb.
Get to the outside? No, get to the inside.
And
In.
final. Its bite as cold as steel. To live by the sword is to die by the
We
sword.
need to split up
There
3
is
on
time
each
enough
pad.
for regret in the flames of hell.
If we have extra people, they can just do whatever. But we need 3 on each pad to stop bad things from happening.
Cold is the blade that severs the villain's head. Endless is the path.
Oh no, it's me. Do I need to run away?
Take that and keep running and run away. It's going to follow you for a bit. Try not to hit other people with it, but if they're not in our group, then it's less bad.
I died because I tried to. There was someone else from the other group running towards us, and I panicked and stayed still.
That's fine. That one's rough if you don't coordinate which direction people are going to go first. Just a nice little ads break. He's going to do kind of giant area hits here with the Hollow Bolt.
Okay.
So you want to be okay. In.
Fuck. Oh! I tried to jump out.
Tried to shield you. Didn't work.
Sorry. I didn't see everyone running that way, and I was like, oh, there's a gap over there. Can I jump to it? And I could not jump to it.
Yeah, I had not realized that the way this one works is somebody gets a marker, which is on Saren again. They're taking it over out in a direction, and that's going to give us a little
Safe bubble.
circle. Basically, that's going to do either a donut or a circle, and then the inverse.
I am called the God of Thunder. You will now know why. Upon my holy blade, the very world lies in balance.
Starting to think this guy's a bit of an asshole, actually.
And now the scales will tip.
I mean, he's a party member in Final Fantasy Tactics, eventually.
Is he? Neat.
But not this one, of course.
Come, show me more.
Don't choose wrong.
I can do that.
A piteous display.
Outside?
Out, out.
Okay.
Were you expecting a modicum of rust?
Okay, whoever has that needs to take it away from everybody. So get away from
You will
that
find
person.
my defenses quite impenetrable.
This is the Tank Buster.
I'm coming back.
Escape is not so
Get in.
easily granted. They who dwell aloft have spoken.
Choose right.
Let their words echo in your empty soul. Ruination is come.
Oh!
That's the,
Okay.
Doom heal check fun times.
Even the strongest of shields cannot defend the weakest of wills. A
Okay,
moment's
so this
hesitation
one is
beckons
jumper.
a lifetime
So you'll see I have a nice laser on me.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to come grab it after I take a hit, and then somebody needs to grab it after they take a hit. And we need to swap off who gets that.
Neat.
It's recommended that tanks don't do that because it does give you an invuln, or you take more damage for a while. But basically, you want to trade it off because otherwise somebody gets too many stacks and they die. Okay, so these need to be taken to the back of the arena. Terrain.
You will find my defenses quite impenetrable.
This is the heal check again?
This is Tank Buster.
Oh no. Should I be worried about those big glowing bubbles?
So that's why you take those markers to the back.
Makes sense.
Split up, 3 per pad.
The clouds have parted, and the skies cleared.
And that's it. We did it.
It is time.
Very,
I
very
bade
clean.
you farewell.
And I leveled up.
The next thing that he didn't get a chance to do, because we're good at this apparently, is he would have filled the arena with ice, and you would have had to just stand away from him and stay in the safe little spot.
Fair enough. Are they
think you have
extreme? Are they extreme versions of the Alliance raids?
No.
Damn it.
Is it sanctum you seek, my wayward children? Or perhaps you are come in search of power? That which lies at your feet, that blessed bauble can grant you both. You need but will it so. Now, take up your salvation and be gone. Mortal agency in matters divine shall not be suffered.
So is this Ultima?
That's Ultima, the High Seraph. Yes.
Okay, and also just to be clear, Ultima was the name of like the Ultima weapon. The
Yes.
okay. Just making sure.
So I hope you remember all of the mechanics from yesterday.
What do you mean all the
We're gonna keep
mechanics?
back up.
What do you mean all of the mechanics? How many mechanics,
mechanics
are
from
all of the
yesterday.
mechanics?
Everything you did yesterday.
You shall rule.
What do you mean all of them?
You raised your eyes
Yes.
to the heavens.
Oh fuck, I already have all my badges. Shit.
So this one's tricky because of just the number of AoEs going out, and some of them will be lines that create ice that you can't cross.
Kneel before me.
I'm about to really annoy Saren, aren't I?
Probably.
Well, Lip, I already annoyed her enough during the, I already annoyed them enough during the, extreme raids. It can't get worse.
Your very soul shall not
Grand
escape
Cross.
my wrath.
Seraph's putting down. If you look behind you, there
see
are
that.
these crystals going down. They're going to do a cross pattern each.
Okay.
So you should be safe up here in the front where you were.
Yeah.
That will happen again, by the way.
From ink of blackest
Would be
night.
disappointed if it didn't.
Hey, so remember I said, remember the mechanics from yesterday? Do you remember
Yeah.
this guy?
Oh, is this the math guy?
This is not
No,
math
this
guy.
is
You
the
don't have to
flood
worry
guy.
about math.
Yes, I remember this guy.
Did you ever figure out how the flood stuff works?
Yeah, he shoots water out of his he like twists his thing in a circle and then it starts spewing water in one direction.
Perfect.
Denizens of the abyss.
I don't remember if that one actually comes up or not,
Blackest night, I
but
summon
it certainly gets wet around here. Do you remember Fire Guy and his clocks?
No.
Okay, get on a
Oh,
slow
yes.
clock.
Get on a slow clock?
Yes, slow clock, because the fast clock explodes first, and then you have a chance to move to where a fast clock was.
Well, I'm dead. Good. Okay, I never actually found out how that worked.
blackest night, I summon
Yeah, you're
I
looking
do-
at the clocks, trying to find the slow ones that are going to explode a little bit.
Neat.
This guy is just the towers that are going to fall for now.
Oh, shit.
Don't get towered.
I can do that.
death awaits.
Okay.
Defiance.
Survive. Slow clock.
Slow clock.
And once the fast ones explode, move. Doritos are shared with friends.
Oh shit.
Don't get watered.
Don't.
There's a guy on the side. You want to be on the side of the arena that's not getting set on fire.
I almost did that. I dodged that dash attack basically by chance. It's the main characters of Final Fantasy Tactics, I assume.
It's the bosses we just fought. All three of them.
Are they not the main characters from Final Fantasy Tactics?
They are some of the main characters. There's a lot of main characters. Alright. We're going to stand in the bubble because, you know, it's a bubble. There will be a thing to attack eventually, and healers have to heal through this.
Your sins, your soul
Get down.
are undone.
Don't worry, you're taking damage, it's fine.
That's how I always act. Why do you think the healers are always so annoyed at me? I say as a white mage main first and foremost.
Alright.
Get her ass.
I am the only god.
Stay behind the paladin.
This seems bad.
It's fine. Alright, good news. The fight checkpoint's here.
Okay, that's cool. Where the fuck are we? Oh, that looks...
You can
In the basement of the basement of the basement of the basement.
might of my will.
I shouldn't have done that. That's fine.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon you.
So there are angels around, and notice those little wind lines that are happening?
Before
It's going to push the angels. In fact, these angels are actually the model of the final boss in Final Fantasy Tactics. This is a tank buster.
Neat. I did not notice any wind, but I didn't get hit, so... It works out.
soul shall not escape
Alright,
my
it's Grand Cross time again. So the big squares are going to land, they're going to do cross attacks, but notice that the wind is pushing eastward. So...
Where the fuck is the wind?
it's just kind of a cross, and she has an attack called Eastward March, or whichever direction. I could not tell you which way is east at any given time in a fight. If you are feeling daring, go stand underneath where one of these things is going to stop. There are little things on the floor.
What things?
Don't worry about it. People caught them.
Alright.
There are little circles that move along the ground, and if you stand at the edge, then you will catch the angels and send them back up without them landing and turning into heads.
You know, whenever I watched a high level, basically, I skipped my combo. Whoops. Whenever I watched like basically a high level Final Fantasy raid or whatever, like catching it in like someone else's streams, I was always like, wow, this looks so complicated. I wonder how the hell they keep track of everything that's going on. And it's good to know that at least when it comes to me, they don't.
Generally, yes. You usually have a shot caller to try to keep track of things for everyone. That's just in time for me to... Okay, so...
Ow.
Solve the maze. If you get a dice icon above you, when it hits one, touch nothing.
Touch nothing as in don't move?
Don't move, don't even scroll the camera. Like, any interaction with the game will set off the acceleration bomb.
Okay.
That mechanic comes up only every so often. It's in the Fall Guys event, actually, and it's a great place to practice it. Because you see it almost never. If you have a flare marker, that's what these big triangles are, take it away from everybody, because that hurts people the closer you are to it.
Seems simple enough, but we win, so it's fine. We did not win.
I see it now.
Almost there.
In you.
There's probably more mechanics after that point, but usually the fight doesn't go on much longer than that.
Okay, thank God.
I am your mother. I am your maker. I am Evilise. Consign me unto darkness, and your light will be forever lost.
I have no idea what just happened. Okay.
More cutscene to follow.
I think I was decent at following all that stuff up until the end of it. Commendation. I can't commendate Saren.
Correct.
And I'm emptier for it. Okay, cool. The World of Light saved me, but the old World of Light, not my World of Light. This is a different World of Warrior of Light. Also, I said World of Light instead of Warrior of Light. Don't worry about it, it's fine. How many more cutscenes do I have, out of curiosity?
Not too many.
For a second there, I thought that was your character running across the field. Alright. He's awake, Kubo. But is it truly him? Is he gonna call you a mole bat? Thank you. Thank you all for coming to my aid. Wait, why was he suddenly nice in the middle of all of this, though? And people were like, this is suspicious. Why is he nice? Did he just bang his head and become not a dick all of a sudden? Did I miss something? And you have my thanks, noble warrior of light. You've achieved that which I could not. And you, bearer of my blood and the blood of House Durai, thank you for seeing my final wish fulfilled. He didn't contribute like a... well, whatever.
It's the whole gang from Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh, in my head, I was just like, oh, it's a, Ascian, kill him. My sacrifice has finally been given meaning. Has remarkably detailed ears on the Vieira, though. They have a mech? Okay. Now,
Yeah.
my friends, let's retire to Mother Hydalin's bosom, that we may finally rest. This would be really cool if I played Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh, it's, yeah. The mech is Construct 8, by the way.
Alright.
Super secret hidden character.
Farewell. You are the true heroes of this story. Damn, man. kind of impressive how he was able to suck dick so hard from a standing position. Delita, how I have missed you, old friend. Sorry, that wasn't necessary.
No, actually, it was.
Forgive me, Lamsa. You deserve you deserve better than what history gave you. I could have done much more. I'm truly sorry. These countless centuries did I long for the day that we might meet once again. And now that time has finally come. Heidelin beckons us both. I'm so confused. Are these actual ghosts?
Yes.
I thought that like the Orosite had a will similar to like so their wills got captured in the Orosite? But I thought in order for that to happen you had to like lose your body to the Orosite? That was like the whole thing? He was like, no, he gave up his spirit to the Orosite? That's bad. Why are they all here? Bryce?
Don't worry about it. This is here because Final Fantasy Tactics is a good game that was much beloved, and they wanted to put an extra little in-cap / alternate universe twist on it.
Did Final Fantasy Tactics have a sad ending or something?
It has an I don't know how to answer that one, honestly.
Do people not like the ending of Final Fantasy Tactics?
I think people love the ending of Final Fantasy Tactics, but it is one of those that just kind of sticks to your ribs like glue.
Okay, it has a sad ending. Got it. So I'm gonna.
It is 100% like you have the emote for it. It is your concern emote. That is the face that you make when you finish Final Fantasy Tactics.
All right, there we go. Well then, Bryce, I will excuse you while I go through another however many hours of cutscenes and then go to sleep.
Wow. Thanks for having me. Happy to do callouts.
All right, thanks, Bryce. See you later.
Bye.
What a sweet young man. Anyway. Oh, that's weird. Why was I zoomed in on this part of my notes? That's weird. Anyway. Let's finish this, shall we? It can hold people's spirits and souls, but how did everyone's spirits and souls from Fantasy Tactics get placed there? Because Orosite crystals are physical things. They need, like, can an Orosite absorb your soul from, like, the other side of the world? It doesn't matter. I am so sorry, Lamsa. Alma. I convinced myself my research was the most important thing in my life. All the while, you two were standing before me. Can you find it in your hearts to forgive your father? It's alright. We're still here, are we not? And we triumphed. We proved your theory true. Ivelisse existed. Lamsa existed. And Orin Durai was not a heretic, but a hero. Now all that remains is to tell the world. No, my son. We needn't burden ourselves further. But, Father, we cannot allow our ancestors' name to remain... And we will not. Yet simply not in the manner you think. I shall be adding a final act to the Zodiac Brave story, telling of how Lamsa the Forgotten Hero and his chronicler, Orin Durai, smote the Angel of Blood and saved Ivelisse from an age of darkness, before quietly embarking on a final journey that would take them far beyond the horizon. And of course, I should not leave out those nameless heroes who fought alongside Lamsa, without whom the young noble would have surely perished. Is that what you truly want, Father? For the story to end? It will only end on the stage, my dear, and live on in the hearts of the crowd. King Delita and Orin envisioned the Virgo as a beacon which would lead future generations to the truth about the founding of their kingdom. They were right. And just as the pendants guided us, now we shall guide the masses through our play. Now you see, my son. I would offer you my thanks again, Deca, but thanks are not nearly enough to express my gratitude for all you have given us. Perhaps after I complete the Zodiac Brave story, I shall pen a tale about the legendary Warrior of Light and his adventure across the 3 great continents. Then you'll have your work cut out for you, my friend. Deca has enough battles under his belt to fill at least 3 tomes, if not 4. Would you stop doing that, Sid? And his tale is far from over, isn't it? What are we laughing about? Oh, do we get to see a play? Because I'd be into that. No. Alright, this is final dress rehearsal for the night. Make it count. Positions, everyone! Yes, Principal. Lights! Music! There'll be no more mistakes from you two, am I clear? Mother crystal clear, Koopa? They're going to perform the new final act. How do you graft a new final act onto a play, though? Alright. Begin! Oh, fuck. Now, my voice acting is going to be even worse because they're acting in the game. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? That's a sonnet. Whatever will we do? The church has branded us heretics. No home awaits us in Evilise. We shall embark on a journey. A journey together. Together? Together! The crystal's call has been answered and evil vanquished from the land. We are now free to soar like the griffin. Free? But how? That's a... By casting off our noble names and forging a new path. One not bound by fate. And on that path we shall meet new friends. Make a new family. Wasn't she married to Durai? And unto them we shall entrust the true tale of our deeds, that they may carry on our legacy. For all eternity. Sword in hand, a warrior clutches stone to breast. In sword etched he his fading memories. In stone he tempered his skill. By sword attested, by stone revealed. Their tale can now be told. I'm struggling so hard to figure out how much time I have to say each one of those lines. Bravo! Bravo! You both were wonderful! I'm also thinking about... Dan Floyd just released a new video about the animation of Final Fantasy V, where he talks about different acting in movies and in plays. And that's definitely heavily on my mind right now. Go watch Dan Floyd's shit. It's very good. I'm inclined to agree with Lady Mewila. Oh my god, her name has Mew in it! Because she's a cat. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, I just closed my eyes, and you know those attacks that happen in raids and stuff, where like there's a crystal hanging above someone and a pink circle around them, and they have to run away from the group? I just saw like, oh my god, I can see them. There's one there, one there, one there, and one there. They're not evenly spaced. The one here is like closest to the boss. The one here, here, and here. Like, oh my god, I need to go to bed. I'm inclined to agree with Lady Muila's sentiments, but there's always room for improvement. Back to your positions, everyone. Again from the top. Again? I've had enough of this. I was promised a starring role. Kupo, it is in my contract. Oh, hush, brother, before Genomique has us back to polishing boot buckles again. Wait, which one was that? Was that Herdy or Mont Blanc? I assume it was Mont Blanc who won his starring role, but it'd be funny if it was Herdy and I didn't actually see properly. Oh, it was Mont Blanc who freaked out. Damn it, I really hope they twisted it. So I'm confused about the new play. Oh, meanwhile, in the Clockwork City of Gouge. Okay. Check palm. Yeah, I missed it, unfortunately. Blue is Mont Blanc, right? Yeah. Oh, fuck. Are those the Garly? Oh. Well, thank God we found Ultima before they did. Well. Oh, it's a new character. Is he the leader of the 4th Legion? I assume so. Sir! Further research will be required to reach a positive conclusion, but preliminary tests show that the technology utilized here bears striking similarities to our own. Excellent. Let the Eorzeans play with their baubles. True power lies within these very walls. It appears our ancestors were as cunning as they were ruthless. Why is that man Oh, wait, isn't that a thespian? Oh, there are spies in the Neat. A weapon powerful enough to carve a gateway to the land's very core. His Radiance will be eager to test this Tartarus. Wouldn't you all agree? Oh, it's the mech thing, but a different mech thing. How much longer do I have to go? Wait, am I done? Are we good? Is that it? No, not yet. Same one he got back up. You did it. Well, not yet. Well, was that an adventure, Dekka? It is sad to think we must soon part ways with all we've been through these past few moons. Satisfied with the city's unwillingness to turn him over to the Garleans, Genomique has decided to purchase a permanent berth above Kugane for the Prima Vista. Supposedly, he's already received petitions from hundreds of Geico and Guinan to join the company. And then there's the matter of my assignment. You'll be delighted to learn that I am almost finished. What? How do you expect one to write an expose when off battling forces of evil from beyond the void? Don't you worry, though. A few more weeks and I'll have a draft. Alright, an outline. Until then, I'll stay here in Kugane a while longer. At the Raven's expense, of course. Farewell! There we go. We're all done. Oh, I apologize, but I am going to disband the party, and I am going to towel off to bed because it is midnight. Even though I completely fucked over my sleep schedule this weekend by maybe staying up a little later than I should have last night, and maybe sleeping in a little bit later than I meant to this morning, and then maybe taking a short, quick 3-hour nap earlier today. You know, all the things that you're supposed to do when you actually want to show up to work on time. There we go. At least we finished off this alliance raid. Next stream, because I'm probably going to be streaming on Tuesday. I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow, but next stream, if I stream Tuesday, should be either Alexander or Oberdin. I might do a stream in Oberdin because I never actually finished Oberdin. And playing the Outer Wilds DLC gave me a taste for it. I think that's something I want to avoid going into the next year, is like, I feel like I don't play enough variety of games. Like, I'll touch on indie games and I'll play them for like a little bit. Like, I never actually finished, despite all my love of it, the Bolt Gun, that Warhammer 40k game. I really want to go back and finish that at some point. I really want to go back and play Obra Dinn at some point. You know, I want to actually get like a higher variety of game under my belt, which is not something that's very easy to do when you're in the middle of a Final Fantasy expansion. So maybe over the course of this next week, it'll depend. I kind of want to do the I kind of want to do the Omega raids. I kind of want to knock those out before I leave. I kind of want to knock out the trials and stuff before I leave. It's so weird because I don't really want to start Shadowbringers because there's so many trials and raids and stuff that I want to do. But I also really don't think I will. The amount of effort to go through and actually unlock all that stuff is going to take like a hot minute, and Shadowbringers is already going to take a hot minute. I never did go through and play Baldur's Gate 3. Congratulations, Baldur's Gate 3 Game of the Year, by the way. Yeah. That's about it. I don't really have anyone to raid either, so we're just going to see, and if I fall off Kugane Tower, I won't instantly end the raid. We've done, the stream. We've done that bit. But I will say my farewells. Alright. Baldur's Gate 3 is hundreds of hours, though. Yeah, I know. I'm excited to play through it. I might do a mind map like I did for Final Fantasy 14, but for Baldur's Gate 3. That might be fun. In the meantime, we thankfully are all done with Final Fantasy 14 tonight. So, I will leave y'all. Do I really have no one? Yeah, I don't have anyone to raid. Alright, cool. Yeah. Have a good night's sleep, everyone, and I will stream again. Probably not tomorrow, almost definitely Tuesday. I've only got a limited number of nights before I leave. Yeah, I think I'm only going to have time for like 2 or 3 more streams before I leave for a while. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, see y'all next time. Bye-bye.